Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here. Bank holiday Monday. No days off for me and Nuruddin. We're here working. You know what I'm saying to you. I hope you lot are doing well. Smash the like button on the video straight away. There's 400 of you here. Please smash the like button on the video. That would help massively for the algorithm. You know what it is, man. You know, with people like us, man, we tell the truth. So people don't like to maybe the algorithm not on our side. You know the ones there, man. I got my like Tan Hag era said, join the gang. I'm loving it, you know, Nuruddin. You know what's funny about today, you know, Nuruddin? It's the sheer desperation of Man United fans. I swear down. I've seen a letter to INEOS, yeah, and I know which prick, yeah, decided to do that letter, man. We all know who he is. You know what I'm saying to you? We don't want to mention his name on his channel, yeah. This brother, yeah, has getting up people to send letters to INEOS like they give a shit about you lot. You know what I mean? Like they seriously give a shit about what fans think. End of the day, they brought in football people to make footballing decisions. If they gave the decision to us as fans, we'd be relegated, mate. So United fans, take a chill pill, relax. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? We'll still keep watching Man United, but blimey, the desperation, Nuruddin, is out of this world. But before anything, how you doing? How you all? Everything all good? It's actually sunny today. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. Well, it keeps a bit yo-yo, innit? It's yo-yo. It's sunny, then it's raining. Sunny, raining. Bit like Man United, isn't it?
It's just like Manchester United. What do I always say to this side? The weather's always like Manchester United. It's sunny for 1 minute, and next minute it's doing a madness. But big up to you, first of all. Big up to everybody. Straight jacket, massive. Listen, at the end of the day, man, we tell it as it is, innit? So if the people are not with it, they'll come around to it, Saeed. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're not saying this. We've not been saying Erik ten Hag out because of Erik ten Hag, because of like we are fringe aspect of the fan base. Majority of the fans saw what they saw, and to me, Erik ten Hag needs to go because for himself, because INEOS have not backed you.
No, they've not backed him.
No, they've not backed you, so you're just begging now. You're begging. You know what I mean? There's the levels of you're a beg right now. And at the end of the day, you go out with a trophy, and then you go and head out. But at the end of the day, if they just sack him, if it's only just him, then it's not.
No. I think for me, they Like, I want to see McLaren gone. I want to see half the medical team live with him. It has to be a thorough, clear out.
Loads of players, injury prone players need to go as well.
Yeah,
I'm talking about people who've been in this football club, been like missing 40% of their time of career at Manchester United.
Yeah,
they're the people that I'm talking about.
Yep.
And 100%. At the end of the day, by the way, when people come to a new club, they have their person. These people have their people, man. Yo, Big Ben.
Oh, yeah. Before we start, yeah. Go on, Noddy. You start first.
Yeah, I just say that my heart breaks in it.
Yeah.
My heart breaks in it. Somebody who's been through a war, bro, who's seen what war looks like. To see what's happening in Rafah right now and to see what's going on and what the world, the so-called international community, bullshit, ain't no international community.
Ain't no international community.
There are people who are backing this genocide, and unfortunately, people like me and Saeed have to shout and scream with little platforms with whatever platforms that we have to shout for the Palestinians, and not just about what's going on in Sudan, what's going on in the Congo, but to see headless babies in a refugee camp. They're bombing people with tents, and they're slaughtering them, and the world is watching.
Now keep speaking up, man.
I don't want to get too emotional, man.
No. Keep speaking up.
The Palestinians, solidarity, some of the most dignified people in this fucking world. Some of the most 75 years of enduring occupation, ethnic cleansing, genocide after genocide, after murder. They're still there. So we say, Viva Palestina. Viva Palestina.
Absolutely, man. Listen, we're never going to shy away from that topic on this channel. I couldn't give a shit about sponsorships, anything like that, man. You know what I mean, man? We have to speak about it, man. So listen, thoughts with the people of Rafah, man. Always solidarity. And anyone around the world who's suffering right now, you know what I mean? Peace and solidarity. But yeah, Nuruddin, man, like I said, man, you know what I mean? We did win an FA Cup this weekend, but the problem is the INEOS have overshadowed.
How's the knee?
The knee's all right. Yeah, the knee's all right. The knee's all right, actually. Yeah, the knee's all right. It's recovered, man. I hit it against the edge of the
that pain, bro. That pain.
Yeah.
Felt so for a couple of days, and then hopefully, you had an impact injury. You didn't pull something. You had an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is? Yeah, big up Big Ben's. Always, man. Always. Big up, bro. Big up, man. Big Ben's. You know what it is? INEOS have created this mess in it, so I'm just seeing how they do. But what's funny about this year? I'm not in no desperate situation, you know, Nuruddin. I'll be honest with you. If they sack Ten Hag, then obviously I'm gonna be excited about the new manager coming in. But if they keep him, I know what to expect. Because come November, everyone will be Ten Hag out. You know what I mean? But I've told you lot in the summer to get rid of him now. So INEOS, they know what's at stake right now. And if they back him, they have to give him a new contract. You can't just back him for one more year.
Exactly.
Go on, sorry.
Exactly. That's what I said. With Fergie, you know, just to give a bit of context, after 99, Fergie was like, I'm going to leave. 2000, he was going to leave, Players started acting out. Players are like children, right? You know, when you get a big group of people together with egos and everything else. And to be a footballer, you need to have an ego, right? You have to have an ego to be a footballer, to be a successful footballer. You have to back yourself. But some of them take the absolute biscuit, as we've seen what's been for the Manchester United in the last decade. But players do that. And this is Fergie. This is with Fergie. Players were taking the and there's a big fallout with him and Dwight York. Dwight York just won a treble thinking he's won it all. You know what I mean? And Fergie's like, yo, what's going on here? I'm not, you know what I mean? So, and then we see what happened with Ranier. They all looked at him. He's going in 6 months. So F what he says. At the end of the day, this is what it's about, people. If you want this, like these people telling me Eric Ten Hag has to take 1 more year, it's ludicrous. You have to offer him a contract because the players are going to look at him and go, listen, I'll see you in May. I'm just waiting out. I'm not listening to anything you're saying because you're not going to be here to get rid of me. I'm getting rid of you. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. Big up Tom, man. Big up Tom.
Yeah, big up Tom. And he has control then, whether he stays or not. And having a manager who then has control makes it a bit, they look like fools in the end because they were the ones that were in control. And then now they're out of control. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So for me, I'm calm about the situation. I know that he's gone. I've got this feeling that he's gone in it. Because at the end of the day, right, you wouldn't be doing a review about someone's job, while he's on holiday, while he's been told his job is secure. He's been told his job is secure. I don't know what review you're doing. That's just the way I kind of look at it for me. What review are you doing? Are you trying to say that this guy's job's not good enough? Well, tell him. Are you trying to say that he could still improve? Well, we already know that. Like, this review has got to be about the sacking of Erik ten Hag, or else there's no point doing no review. Yeah? That's the way I kind of look at it from my point of view. So I'm just chilled out. But what I've seen from the fan base today, I swear down, man, it just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because every single one of them was telling me and Nuruddin and everyone else here to back the INEOS process. They know what they're doing. And I'm hearing people saying, INEOS out. Why are you INEOS out? I thought you're going to stand by their decisions. Every decision they make, I thought you're going to stand by that. Why the change? Why now have you switched from INEOS in to INEOS out? You know? You said that this was the guy to be coming in ahead of, and then what's my man called Sheikh Jassim. You said this guy has got football structure. So why are we dismissing the football structure? Why are we dismissing Omar Berrado and all these guys that are coming in? Why are you dismissing it now? The flip-flop nature is crazy. You know, I think Nuruddin, even though I bantered about INEOS and whatnot, I've always said, yeah, I will see it to believe it. Yeah. But now, back the guy, man. Back the guy. You know, back him. It's crazy, man. That's the way I kind of look at it for me, in my point of view, anyway. Big up to Killis. He says, my argument for a new manager, if INEOS wanted still a club philosophy, a new manager squad clearer is the best time. Facts. 100%. 100%, bro. Big up to you, Killis, man. Big up to you. What are you going to say, Nuruddin?
Nah, the biggest thing what I was going to say, it's simple, innit? What I was going to say is that Manchester United, for me, right, they can't make a decision of one game. This review and all this business, it can't be just of one game. And the idea that of the emotions, because we're so elated, because you can tell how we're elated. We're almost like, you got to save this guy because he won us the cup. You know what I mean? Because we didn't believe. And why is it because we didn't believe? Because of the way he's been acting all season. We didn't believe. And to me, he showed us in the last 4 or 5 games, he showed that he can play more compact football. And Saeed, what do we always say as a manager at Manchester United? You have to play good football, but you have to have self-preservation.
Yes.
You have to have self-preservation. And this guy's shown it, he's stubborn. And for me, we're back in the Europa League again. So for this guy to be that burning people out, and now younger players out, is even worse. So if you want to destroy Kobe's career, Garnacho to get worse, Rasmus to get more win, and get all them to get more muscular injuries and not being rotated, then knock yourself out. Go ahead. But at the end of the day, remember the majority of the season, his tactics were basketballification of football. And I understand the sentiment. I didn't want LVG to go. I almost kind of have sympathy for a lot of these fans, Saeed. Because I was those when everybody was getting excited about Jose, I was like, F with Jose.
No.
Keep LVG for 1 more year. And then at times I was like, no, get rid of him because the football is so crap. But at the end of the day, it's simple for me. Erik ten Hag has shown us, injuries or no injuries, he's stubborn. He plays to death. He doesn't learn from any of his mistakes, and his way or no way. And at the end of the day, that football finished us the worst finish in the club's history in the Premier League. In the Premier League history.
Yeah,
the
Premier
worst
League
finish.
history.
And you know what? And you know what? Genuinely, we should have finished 12 or 11. Do you know why? 7 or 6 results, we robbed people. It was a thick-up job. We literally went and robbed points of teams where we've played horrendous football while doing it. So at the end of the day, I understand because of the emotion, because of that surprise.
It's the emotion, though. It's the emotion. I feel like fans are really emotional right now. We've won a game, you know what I'm saying too. But this is the problem, though. Fans have to understand this is not a game. It is a game of emotion, but decisions like this cannot be made on emotion. Decisions like this, when you know full well next year it could get worse. Listen, from what we've seen for the 2 years, I can't see it getting any better for me personally. You know, you might get a few players that come back from injury, but I've understood what the Ten Hag philosophy is. The Ten Hag philosophy is not going to change. The Ten Hag way of playing is not going to change for me. Yeah, he tried to go compact, but that was to kind of save his job, really. Let's be honest, man. He decided, that wasn't working. So let me save my job and let me go compact. And he decided to play Amrabat towards the end of the season, when he could have done that so many other games. I look at Ten Hag's football, the 3-1-6, the lack of control, that is still going to stay there. So I know what I'm getting next year. And I just believe right now, you've ended on a high. Thanks for the FA Cup. Thanks for the memories. But we now move on. We part our ways. It happens everywhere in football. But only in England, do we find it an outrage. Only in England do we do letters to flipping owners. Yeah. Only in England, You know, I see Fenerbahce fans yesterday, Do you see Fenerbahce? Fenerbahce fans, didn't win the league, and they're calling for their owner out. They didn't win the league yesterday. They lost to Galatasaray, and they wanted their owner out. They're calling for their president to be out. But in England, it's just like, we feel sorry. Bro, football's ruthless. You know, don't get in love. Don't fall in love with managers.
That's why they get paid a big box. That's why they take the extreme pressure and they get paid a big box. The big money. At the end of the day, these people are not, for me, I don't know Sanham personally. I don't know him. I've seen him a couple of times.
I don't know him. I don't hate him.
I don't know you. I don't know personally. I don't hate you. I just know that what you showed me this season, when I've left 3 games this season, 3 games, Saeed, because we can't even string passes together. Even the game that we won, I left early against Everton. I left early. I left early. Why? Because I saw Sean Dyche ball bob us off that park.
Yeah. All right, big up. Tom says, heard a few German sources close to Bayern when they tried to convince Tuchel to stay on as head coach. They offered him a new contract, leading in the transfers and a $5 million payout for signing back on. However, Bayern believed that Tuchel didn't accept their offer due to being him offered the Man United job with better teams and a fresh start. Also, his agent was at Wembley on the day of the FA Cup. Okay. Listen, for me, I can't lie to you, A lot of people, you know what people are doing now, You know what people are doing now? They're saying now, is Poch an upgrade? I'm saying he's not.
No.
Is my man an upgrade? Thomas Frank? No, he's not. But there are 2 for me available candidates that are an upgrade. Tuchel, for me, like I said to you, I didn't want him, but his pedigree, it is an upgrade. Whether I like his style or not, he's an upgrade on talent. But the most importantly for me, Zerbi. Like I said to you, right now, people are holding on to quotes of him saying trophies are not the all MB, etc., etc. They're putting things out of context. They're saying, what's he done at Brighton? Well, go and get Ten Hag at Brighton right now, and let's see what he does. Hey, go and get him at Brighton now. Go and get him on that budget. Go and tell him that you're going to get injuries and you have to deal with it. Go and do that then. What's he going to do over there? Yeah? So how about that? You have to understand circumstances at football club do not define you. So what happened at Brighton will not mean that will happen at Man United. He will have more money at Man United. He will have more infrastructure at Man United. And he'll also have a better platform to succeed. So this idea of one mentality at Brighton means that he's going to have that mentality at United. It's not going to happen. He can't get away with saying, oh, you can't win trophies at Man United. Are you stupid? Of course he's not going to say that. But he also said something about the journey. He enjoys the journey of getting a team and building it up and then winning trophies. That's what he said as well also. But you didn't click that up, did you? So people love to choose which bits to put out, what bits to put into context. Guys, come on, man. You really think he's going to come to Man United and be like, I don't want to win trophies? Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man?
So he did even tweet out the show. No, 100% I agree with everything.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not seeing it. I can't see it on Twitter. I don't know why I can't see it.
It's on my last tweet. I don't know if did it go out yet? I don't know. It's on my last tweet. But yeah, man. No, but
at the end of the day, they can misquote whatever they want.
They can misquote.
Whose football did I enjoy this season? Brighton. Have they got lesser player than Manchester United in terms of quality? 100% fact they do. They do. People can't tell me they've got better players than us. No, they haven't. And he's doing that with them.
Honestly, man, guys, listen to me, Manchester United have got a simple decision to make. You back or you sack. But they have to let us know sooner than later. They need to make this decision ASAP. Because you know why? The fan base are losing their heads. The fan base are losing their heads. You know what I mean? Honestly,
so
man.
What did I tell you last week? What did I say to you last week? We need to know by next Monday what's going on. The man is on holiday now.
Yes,
I understand. Listen, I understand why they've not done it because of the fan reaction. Yeah, they're delaying it because they want fans to enjoy the FA Cup win because everybody thought, even they thought we were going to lose. Nobody, only some deluded United fans, and hold tight to the ones who were so deluded enough to think that we were going to beat we're going to beat Man City. The form that we've been playing majority of the season.
Yeah.
But the players did their job. But to me, they're cowards because they don't do it. They've not. Why didn't they do what they did in the Champions League? Why couldn't Manchester United qualify at the Champions League? At the end of the day, it is what it is. For me, remember December when we finished bottom of a group with Copenhagen, Galatasaray, and Bayern Munich, who are not even that. Bayern Munich, who finished third. Who finished third in their league?
Third, man. Third.
At the end of the day, it's simple, people. I understand why some of you, of the sentiment of the win, you want Eric Ten Hag to stay. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. But if these footballing structure, if you want us to believe in this footballing structure, and they're then doing what they're doing, then all I'm saying to you is that you wanted football structure like majority of us. You got it now, and you say no. We're gonna go against that.
Also, I'm glad this guy's out of the question as well, man. This is what I'm so glad.
Yeah, I was ready. Listen, I was ready to roll the dice with this guy.
No, never. I'm glad
more than Poch
because,
or the other.
No, because I see the amount of people that all of a sudden, you know what I mean, were Kieran McKenna like lovers, man. They came out of blue. You know what I'm saying to you? They came out of nowhere and were like, yo, Kieran McKenna's the next best thing since sliced bread. I was like, how many Kieran McKenna hives do we have, man?
Yo, Griggs.
Hold that, Griggs. Hold that. This is another one. Griggs, yeah, he loves Kieran McKenna. It's like, bro, where you getting Kieran McKenna from, man? I'm glad he's out the window. I'm glad he stayed. And by the way, I'm glad he stayed at Ipswich for his own career. For his own career, for his own sanity. You do not go anywhere. You stay where you are. You build what you got to build and stay where you are. But you don't need to go anywhere, man.
So I'm not going to lie to you. If it was Ole Gunnar Southgate, Potter, Tuchel, or Pop, I was ready to roll the dice with McKenna, mate. I was in the McKenna camp, bro. I'm telling you, because you know why? Let me
Kieran McKenna's at the wheel. Help me on. You were ready to do that, weren't you?
Saeed, I swear to you, I was ready to roll the dice. Do you know why?
Why? Ahead of Zerbi?
No, because listen, they said the Zerbi.
If Chelsea at a point. Yeah.
If the Zerbi were going to get Chelsea or whatever. Oh, the rest of them, I want the Zerbi, you know that. But out of Southgate, Poch, Tuchel, Potter, and
Moses Tenag in. Moses Tenag in. Moses Tenag in.
Yo, you know what? Musa found a remedy. Musa gave Ten Hag 2 paracetamol to sort his head out. Yeah.
He said he's concussed.
He gave him ibuprofen, mate.
I think the concussion's wearing off. I think it's wearing off.
Nah, man, it's crazy, man.
Let me get this. Let me just explain the point I wanted to make.
Yeah, go on.
Was that out of Poch, Tuchel, Thomas Frank, Ole Gunnar Southgate, McKenna? I was gonna go with McKenna. Do you know why? Because I was like, roll the dice, man. Because I'm expecting a coach to come in now, lay down the fundamentals of Manchester United, how to play football, right? After 2 years, bring somebody else who's taken to that next level to go and win.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, I'll roll the dice with him because I don't want Thomas Tuchel. I don't want Potts. I don't want Ole Gunnar Southgate. I don't want Thomas. I don't want any of these guys. That's the reason why I said that. But I want Zerbi, but it's what it is. But Musa's getting caught up, mate. Musa's getting caught up, bro. Yo, Musa's getting caught up like the rest of the United fans.
No, you know what it is? When I heard that McKenna was a real possibility, I just couldn't go down that road because he will definitely get more than a year, at least 2 years. And I just feel like myself, with Eric Ten Hag staying in position, he'll sack himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah, that's true. You know, he'll sack himself, man. But I don't want that, man. I want to be like, like Nurdi said he wants to see him suffer, yeah. I don't want to see a man suffering. I'd rather he go out on a high, yeah. Let him go enjoy himself. Go win some trophies.
He made me suffer, mate, with that Champions League bullshit. He made me suffer.
I know.
I lost my head.
No, but then Nurdi,
I don't remember how I got home that night, side. I don't remember cycling home. I just remember me opening my door. That's how I lost my head.
But my thing is, I don't want him to get sacked. I don't want us to be. I don't want to be embarrassed by the fact that we waited till October, November, and it became that situation. I can't be asked, bro, man. I'd rather know the fate now.
I'm still ready to be proven wrong. Like, what I mean by that is that I'm like,
well, for me, it's the Premier League only. I don't care. I've set the bar now to Premier. I've seen today Europa League is now the benchmark now. You know what I mean? If he wins Europa League,
man, we can't be excited about Europa League. My thing is this: if he plays a similar type of football that he played in his first year, and we're just nicking goals, and we've got a bad goal difference, I'm not going to accept it.
You know it's going to be like that. You know it's going to be like that, right? You know it's
he'll
going to be
lose his job then, but he'll lose his job because INEOS, from what I've seen, my man Ratcliffe, he hugged Arteta and looked at Ten Hag when we were picking up the trophy.
Yeah,
I see that. Not Arteta. I mean Pep. He hugged Pep.
He hugged him, but he didn't. Yeah, he didn't hug Pep. He didn't. He barely looked at Ten Hag.
He barely looked at him. Yeah. So my thing is that Ten Hag's the girlfriend he doesn't want, but he's forced to be with her.
Yeah, 100%.
His first opportunity he gets, he's going to dump Ten Hag 100%. So Ten Hag won't survive at Man United by just picking up points. He's only going to survive at Man United by actually playing a proper style of play.
That's my point. That's my point. Why we should sack him now? Because it's not about, for me at United, you should always have pride on not only winning, but in how you win as well. You know what I mean? Like, I always think for me, that should be pride. We can win games, innit? We've been winning games all our life here, but it's always about the manner, man. We should be playing some entertaining football. Yeah. So you can win games, don't get me wrong, by the odd goal here and there. But if that's your motto and that's your philosophy, and we're just getting by, then for me, that don't work, man. It don't work for me personally.
No, it can't be. But the problem is we've got to the point now where the managerial options for us, even for the people that want Ten Hag out, they're not the best. I'll be the first to say it. Unless they're clear in who they want to get with the Zerbi, then I'll be like, I get that, I see that. Because for me, the Zerbi does everything that Ten Hag does, but even better. He brings through the youngsters. He sets a style of play. He doesn't just build his team around the Rashfords and the McTominays of this world. He makes things happen and he brings in changes. But the problem is, if it's not that, Tuchel does come back here and think he can get the best out of Rashford, the best out of Maguire, and the best out of McTominay. That's Tuchel for me by the players that he's brought into Bayern. And I just feel like if teams like Bayern Munich are going to be brave with the appointments of company and things like that, then we got to be brave also. We can't be going down that Tuchel road. So for me, if you have to ask me Ten Hag or Tuchel, it's Ten Hag every day, man. Because the problem is Tuchel gets
crazy, man.
You know what it is though, Saeed? Tuchel gets 2 years. Ten Hag gets 3 more months.
Now, but the thing is, you got to remember still, man, we got to respect Tuchel, what he's done in there.
Nah,
you know what? One thing about Tuchel, hold on.
He's old school. He's old school.
Tuchel's style compared to Ten Hag, right now, I don't see there's much of a clear difference in it. But it's still an upgrade on Ten Hag. It is still an upgrade. But
it's not Liverpool. We'll be beefing here next year. My thing is, by October, Ten Hag will be making his way out the door. I'd rather wait till then. I'd rather let INEOS buy the players that they want for the style of football that they want, because INEOS are not going to they're not going to buy Ten Hag players. They're going to buy players.
Okay, let's ask you a question then, Okay, say now they keep Ten Hag. Is that INEOS philosophy or is that pressured by the situation? Because I'm looking at INEOS right now thinking, are you keeping Ten Hag because a fan said to you keep Ten Hag? Is that your philosophy? Is that the guy that you saw to yourself? I want someone that fits their philosophy.
Exactly.
So I couldn't give it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It goes to the point now of us as fans, we shouldn't be saying, "Oh, they're picking that player." Let them get it wrong with one manager, and then find another manager that suits their style. You got to find the right one. You got to keep going. Okay, cool.
You know why they get out of this though, Saeed? Because Ten Hag just pulls up his Ajax videos of Champions League and football that he played at Ajax, and he says, "Yeah, I am your man." Look, that's what he does, and he makes up all the excuses of why he couldn't get United. Bro.
I don't care about the videos. What are you doing now?
Yeah, but that's what. But that's going to be his argument with when they say, "Can you do what we want you to do?"
I'm not hearing this. Well, that's what I I tell him simple. Listen, pal, you're not Man United now. Fuck Ajax. You're not Man United now, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's his excuse, though, Noureddin. He's going to say, when they ask him, can you do what we want you to do? Can you play the style? He's not only going to say yes, he's also going to have videos to back it up. Like I said, that's the problem we find
videos
ourselves
at Ajax, though. What's he got? Videos at United?
No, listen.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
He played pragmatic first year. He played defensively first year by the help of Varane and Martinez defensively. Yeah. He also had Casemiro helping him out as well, which again we're now getting rid of. Yeah. And in the second year, he reverted to this 3-1-6 formation that left loads of spaces behind. So end of the day, right, there isn't actually something that he can say like, okay, it's consistent. It's not really consistent, you know. So I'm looking at this my point of view of like, yo, guys, we need a consistent philosophy. I don't think it's fair that what's it called? What's my man that's come in? The guy, the director of football. What's his name? The guy that came in.
Beretta or whatever.
No, the other one, man. Joe Wilcox. Is it fair that Joe Wilcox comes in and says to Ten Hag, who's the actual manager, yo, I want you to play this style of football? I don't think it is. You should find a manager that fits and aligns with what you do. That's what I think for me you should do. Yeah, you should force a man to be somebody that he's not. He's not that guy. So why would you force a man to be that guy?
I agree, but I still this is why I always said that Erik Ten Hag was concussed, because I still don't know how the guy at Ajax turned out to be the guy we got here. And I'm just hoping it's more than belief, it's hope at this point. I don't believe he can do it, but I'm just hoping that something actually clicks. Or maybe it was the fact that he was allowed to buy players and he hasn't got the best player ID in terms of, you know, being able to really find the players for his system. I'm just hoping that something's amiss and it's not just his coaching abilities as a manager and what he's able to do. That's what I'm hoping.
Let me get these super chats in quickly. Big up to Graham, says, as a United fan, you are partially responsible for City 4P as you didn't beat them in the Prem. City hasn't scored a goal on Arsenal in 23-24. Big up to Omarion. Omarion, big up to Haha. Remember our chat a few weeks back, Saeed. So glad he's staying there, but expect him to be manager by 2027, 28 if he keeps his momentum. And Montage says, what is INEOS philosophy? Look at Nice. INEOS are new to football. They don't know what their philosophy is. No, but I'm saying if they have
hired people.
No, but if they have a mantra, Montage, and they have people in charge like Omar Berardo, like these guys who are coming in. Jim Ratcliffe, by the way, is not involved heavily with the football structure. People have got to understand that. He's just a guy who's overseeing the situation. People are going on about he's the guy that's making decisions. I reckon it's Joe Wilcox and it's Omar Berardo that are looking at this and thinking, right, is it worth backing him one more year to be like, yo, or do we pull the plug in now and get one of our guys and have a risk? Again, it's a risk. Bringing a new guy that the manager, the fans might not like here, but we're still getting on with the job. We are still getting on with the job. That's what it is. Owners make tough decisions. They don't make decisions for the fans. They make decisions what's best for the football club, whether you like that or not. Yeah.
So what's best for them? Listen, they make what's best for them, not necessarily for what's best for the football club. But
exactly.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, for me, it's simple, innit? Right? Erik Ten Hag can pull out all the different videos, and all I have to do is pull out 2 games: Copenhagen away and Galatasaray at home. That's all I need to do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, where's this then? So you can pull out whatever videos. At the end of the day, we've had this manager, and Musa. The other thing is this: what they can't just say to him, "Take your year." Last year. They have to offer him a new contract because we know players are like children. You give an inch, they'll take the house. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they'll have to give him another 2-year contract, and that's what they're going to have to do. So for me, it's simple. I have never seen a club or any organization where new owners or partly new owners who are in charge of the decision-making have literally, Saeed, came in and not got rid of senior CEO and whatever. Like, they got rid of the bankers. They got rid of all the different, but they kept the guy that employed that. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They got rid of everybody who gave him the job, right? But then they want to go and stick with him because of the fancy motions of one game. I'm glad we won the FA Cup. I walked around. I'm glad. You know what I mean? Since yesterday, today, you know what I mean? I've been out here with the neighbors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody, I'm just like that. That's why I'm walking around like that. And they had their little parade, and one of them told me, It was actually because all of them were gutted because they all thought United. You know what I mean? People had 2 trophies at the back already, had T-shirts printed, all sorts. You know what City fans are like?
Yeah.
Those them and that blind dog, they all got their little T-shirts with a double on it, 4p and all that kind of stuff. It was a squid. I didn't even hear anything. So you know where I live. I live right close to town. And I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Other than the rain. It rained on their parade. Yet again, it rained on their parade. So at the end of the day, I'm glad we won that cup. But Erik ten Hag, you cannot assess him on one game. You assessed him all season, right? And the last 6 months specifically. And what he was doing and what he wanted us to believe that was the way to be, it's ridiculous. And we know what he's going to do. So are we going to wait to hire a manager when all the managers are gone? And you know what I mean? Like, sack him in November?
Yep.
Come on.
Let's get it right. The club have made their decision to sack Erik ten Hag. And
I think they have. But if they go back on it, it tells me everything you need to know about it.
No, but they bottled it, and they're going to bottle it like they did the Greenwood thing, because they made the decision to bring Greenwood back, and then when they saw the flipping uproar, again.
Yeah, they
bottled
it.
I think they've done the same thing. They were ready to sack ten Hag, and they've seen the uproar, they've bottled it. That's all it is. 100% they were going to sack that guy. All those stuff that was coming out, people that they were talking to. Come on, man.
And also, these polls that are going out saying, big up Griggs. Yeah, there was a poll that went out here. What was it? Let me show you this poll. So basically, big up to Griggs. Yeah, he says here there was a report for the MEN. I think it's for the MEN. Yeah, it's for the MEN. He said after the 4-0 Crystal Palace hammering, we conducted a similar survey, and 39% wanted to stay, which is a significant change of opinion after FA Cup success. So even after 4-0 hammering, 39% of the people still want to stay. Still want to stay. You know what I mean? But then obviously one trophy, boom, it just went shoot it up. So it just shows you, like, if you give the power of B to the fans, man, bro, I swear down, man.
Listen, it's on video. We're there. Ollie's at the wheel. Tell me how good. We were there. We were doing it. Because Ollie gave us this thing because of Jose. Listen, Jose depressed us all. A lot of us were contemplating not even being here. What Jose football. Ollie came in and gave everybody a new lease of life. Ollie was everybody's friend. Enjoy 4-0 FC. Remember, 4-0 FC was trending and we were singing Ollie's at the wheel. But then even Rio was like, go and sign it on the dotted line. Because we go off emotion, and that's what you should do as football fans. But the people are paid to take a step back, who are not as emotionally invested as we are, to make the decisions at this football club. And if INEOS gone back on their decision, because when they come into a football club, new owners do anyway, they have a person in mind. Everybody understands that. They have a person in mind. Yeah. Who their manager is. So if they've gone back on their decision, shame on them.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And listen, I think everybody's guilty of this. Everybody's reactionary. I sometimes have
we're football fans. We're supposed to be reactionary, emotional, and passionate. Yeah. No, if you're not those three, you're not a football fan. You're a robot. You're not a football fan.
No. So this is why I'm saying
emotional, passionate, reactionary. That's what we are.
Yeah.
And opinionated.
Yeah. 100%. So end of the day, we're all gonna get these situations where, we have managers and whatnot and people that we like here, but they might not be right. But INEOS have got to come in, and like I said to you, this is decision week. I don't know when, by Wednesday, I don't know. You got the Euros coming up. You don't want to delay it till after the Euros, And sometimes, like I said to you, someone said you got to take a step back sometimes. I don't know. You know what I mean? But then again, if they've got the infrastructure that they say they have, if they've got the money that they say they have, if they have the plan that they say they have, the next manager that comes in should continue in that success. He should do, He should do, because they believe in that person. They give him a platform and they understand everything. And they'll be like, yo, cool. And now it's the era of head coaches. You're not going to see managers anymore, particular. Look at Chelsea. They're getting Maresca, Maresca
this from Leicester. This is why they want Tuchel, though. Tuchel's not a head coach.
No. You know what I'm saying to you? But he's still a bit more of a coach than possibly Ten Hag, you know what I mean, in that aspect. But I look at now, managers of 10 coaching now, you got Maresca of Chelsea, you got what do you call it? Arteta, you got all these kind of head coaches, even Ange Postecoglou when you actually deep it. You know, these guys are coaches more than anything, you know, and that's where the era's coming for. They want to see a progressive manager. They probably look at it and think, you know what? We might not be there in 1 year, but then the second and third year, we'll be in a better position rather than just jump in the process or whatever it is that they say nowadays. That's what they may be thinking, you know? So you've got to listen. This is what they came here to do. If they came here for football structure, why is everybody against it? That's what I don't get.
I think they're going to pull the trigger, though. They're going to have to pull the trigger. They're going to have to pull it, Saeed. I think they're going to have to pull the trigger because if you look at Chelsea's situation where Poch came in this year and how the season started and how they finished, nobody would have thought that they would have finished in the position that they did and the type of football they were playing towards the end. But still, you know, the board are making decisions. So I feel like Man United are going to be forced to make this decision whether they like it or not. And I get it. It's a different machine with United and in terms of how we're reported and how we're always in the media. But they're going to have to pull the trigger. I think it's very difficult to see Erik ten Hag surviving. But the worst thing for me is what you can do is sack Erik ten Hag and get a manager in who just doesn't have what it takes to actually take us onto another level, because you know the Erik ten Hag in brigade, they're going to be demanding a trophy because they're going to be like, our guy, he delivered a trophy every year. This guy you guys are bought in, he better deliver, which we know is unrealistic. What we're looking for here is a manager who can actually crack on over a 38-game season and show that he's there or thereabouts, building a team, building a squad, and actually playing a type of football that can actually be sustainable and win us something. That's what we want, because yes, we've won trophies, but we don't have a sustainable way of playing football that can actually win us a Premier League title or even set us up to be ready to win the title. So it's a difficult one. But if it's not the Zerbi, guys, where do we go? Because I'm not in this just to bring in. No, I just can't do another. I couldn't do 2 years of Tuchel, man. I couldn't.
It could be Potter. You never know. It could be Potter that they're looking at.
I'll take Potter and
Pochettino or someone like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Right now, everyone's just panicking, man. You know what I mean? Everybody is just panicking, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Look at this guy here. Look at these Chelsea fans trying to troll us in our chat, you know. These man, you know. Iraola's a good manager.
Yo, big up Chelsea fans, yeah? You have to qualify for the conference. Remember that, yeah? It's got to qualify. You got to play a qualifying game.
Iraola's not bad.
So, you know, they have to play a qualifying game to qualify for the
conference. Trust Adewale, man. I trust Adewale. Me and Adewale was speaking, man. And, you know what I mean? He knows his people. So I trust him, man. De Zerbi. And to be honest with you, I think they came out reports today saying that they're still looking at De Zerbi. In terms of the guy
and
that
also those reports that came out last week that the Zerbi signed a contract or something like that before he actually left.
Yep. And he's here for a reduced fee as well. 5 million. 5 million, you know, it's only gonna be De Zerbi available for a reduced fee, you know. So you know what I mean, he's there, man, ready to come in and take over, man. You know, no one's there.
And if Pep leaves, who's going to be the most decorated manager in the league? It would be our manager now if he stays. If we think about it,
I'm so confident De Zerbi. Don't worry, boys. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm calm, man. I'm calm. Like I said to you, man. I just laugh at the fan base, man. You know what I mean? One they hear one news, then they hear this news, and they hear that news. They're all just crying and I'm serious. I was in the gym today, and I was just like listening to things in it, and I was just like, what's going on here, man? You man, it's just relax, you know. It says here, Joe Glazer and Jim Ratcliffe are leading Man United's end of season review that will determine whether Ten Hag remains in the job. There'll be input from Jason Wilcox and Sir David Brailsford. So the two guys that are headed it, which we already knew anyway, to be honest with you, because Joe Glazer has to have a say. You know what I mean? Joe Glazer is a shareholder.
Joe's just going to be telling Radcliffe, if you get it wrong, son, I don't want them blaming me. I don't want them, because he's got rolled by the fan base. He just doesn't want no bad PR. He's just saying, listen, geezer, if we got to keep this Ten Hag in, to get
Joe
the fans
Glazer.
off our back. Joe Glazer, is it Joe Glazer? If it was him, he would have kept Ten Hag in.
Yeah. And you know what? That's mad, when you think that, if it was only him. That's why they're having a thorough research, man. You know what I mean?
He would.
But Joe Glazer was the one that sacked Ollie, didn't he?
I know, because that's the fan base. If the fan base is screaming, keep him in the way they are now, with all these polls, whether they're real or fake, there's no way he would go against the fan base like that. He's not in all of that. As long as we're going to leave him alone to continue to take his dividends, he'll crack on.
He says, Jim Rackers have been impressed by Roberto's attractive possession-based style. He's been contacted by Man UFC with to succeed Eric Ten Hag, man. So yeah, man. Listen, we need to. You know what it is for me? I think United. Go on. Sorry.
The Zerbi is the guy that Manchester United should go on, but getting the Zerbi by himself and leaving him with these clowns, these fucking cowards, is not going to be. It's not going to be it. You need to change 6 or 7 in that first team, and you know what players that needs to be changed, right? Players who I'm bringing players for him who can play football. They don't have to be that great. They don't have to be amazing quality, and there is deals to be had. But getting rid of and then getting a better medical department as well, Saeed. A better medical department.
Yep.
Get him a better medical department. If you're gonna get the Zerbi, back him and back him properly. And that means getting rid of 6 or 7 clowns at this fucking football club that need to be gone.
Bro, get rid of them all, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Get rid of them all, mate. Are you mad? You know what I'm saying to you, bro? I'm swear down, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for a rebuild, man. I'm ready for all of these players to leave. I'm ready for restructure a football club. I'm ready. But like I said to you, is the fan base ready? Are you not ready?
No, you know this fan base will take right now. This fan base will take us finishing 5th in the league and winning the Europa League. They'll take that every day of the week. They'll take us finishing 6th in the league, and they'll be like, well, Ten Hag's won 3 trophies in 3 years. We've won the Europa League. We're in Champions League next year. Keep him on. They'll give him another year with that. This is what this fan base is on. If he could win us the Europa League next year, whether he finishes top 6, whatever, they don't care, because we'll get into Europe with the Europa League, and then they will have, we've won another cup. They won't care about the progression of the squad and the team and where we're moving. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a difficult one, lads. It's difficult because, again, the thing about the league, we could be there or thereabouts come like December time, so we don't get the chance to sack him, and then we just fall off. Because you know how it is. We could be like hovering around 5th, I don't know, 5 points off the top 4. Then we're in the top 4, and it's not clear if you should get rid of him or not. And then you got the fan base backing him. So I think they got to make the decision, make it now. And I think, I don't know. I don't know if I'm honest with you, because I want the Zerbi, but at the same time, the other names that we've been linked with, they're not flattering to me at all.
No, I hear that, man. Big up Adiwale. He says, what people forget is that Eric Ten Hag already has favourites in the squad, especially in attack where we don't score goals. No need to keep this manager. He's stubborn and won't change, and United won't get rid of 10 players. Eric Ten Hag out. You know what it is, though? I still believe, you know when people say to me, oh, man, they'll fight. I still believe McTominay will stay. I still think Maguire will stay. I still think a lot of these players will end up staying, man, because I just see the way we play football right now. It's not going to be a jump from... If you get possession-based football, I think a lot of these players do leave. If you keep the football the way it is, the transitional style,
and that's why we need the Zerbi, and only the Zerbi can save us from these monsters, from these cowards, from these bottle jobs. They are monsters to me, because you know what? We go there and pay our good money, and they fake it, and they're on that amount of money, and they don't even run back.
These are the honey monsters, shredded honey monsters.
Yo, that's what they are, bro. That's what they are. Trust me, that's what they are. At the end of the day, if you think Eric Ten Hag 1 more year, it's gonna have to be.
Okay, let's think about 1 more year. Yeah, it's
not going to be 1 more year, Saeed, because players are not going to listen.
No.
It's going to be 2 years.
Let's analyze.
Have to give them another year extension at least.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the worst scenario possible, right? Ten Hag stays. Yeah, Ten Hag stays. And this is by the way, and we know he's going. What do we do then? Like, how should we approach the situation now? Like, what's gonna happen now? You know what I mean? In terms of the style, in terms of everything else, like, What's going on? Like, what are you thinking, Wilson, man?
Get ready for another burnout. Get ready for
I
another
think-
burnout of players.
Because we have to imagine that. I'm saying, by the way, it's not happening, but I'm just saying, what happens then? What are we gonna do? Well, what's our kind of motto? I know you're stressed, Nuruddin, but we have to do devil's advocate. You know what I mean? As you kind of say, you know what I mean? Devil's advocate.
You know what it is though? I think
Yeah.
if Eric Ten Hag stays, and it's purely out of the peer pressure of the fan base, I feel like he ends up staying in a space where he knows he's not wanted. So it's like they make it difficult for him. So they give him players that they're telling him they got to play on a slide. Like you got man coming in telling, listen, this player's got to play, and this has got to happen. They make the space untenable for him to actually work in, and I feel like he might actually walk. I think there's two things that's going to happen. It's either going to make it untenable for him to actually work in this space because of the level of the demands that they're going to put on him, that he might just actually walk. So, because if he stays, I still think they're going to buy a set of players for him. They're going to sell players that he might not want them to sell because he's not going to have no say so. So there might be players he wants to keep, they're going to get rid of. Then they might bring in players that they think, they're going to outlast him and they're more suited to the style of play that they want. And he has to crack on with it as a head coach. Similar to what the Zerbi's had at Brighton, where he's dealt with what he's had and he's just cracked on and he's like, I'm just here to coach. But he knows the level of players that he's got to coach ain't up to a standard. Whereas Ten Hag doesn't have that excuse, but he would like to have a say. And I don't think he's going to have the same say that he had last year. He's going to be like, right, but last year I was able to do this and to do that. They'll be like, no, brother, this is not last year. Hurry up, keep it moving. And I think that peer pressure or that pressure that he's going to feel is going to make it, it's going to make it untenable for him to actually keep this position, because I don't see how they bring in these new players and Eric Ten Hag adapts and plays. And if he does, then that's when I'm going to say the concussion's wearing off. He's actually fighting for to stay at United, and he actually loves the club, because there's no reason for him to do that. He's already seen that there's other big clubs. What I don't get as well, if he's got any flipping ambition, how does Bayern Munich come in for you, a team that you managed before, the B team and all of that, and you're in a place with Man United where you haven't got the proper backing from your owners and you don't entertain that conversation? I don't get it. Well, what was he thinking in his head?
Yeah. Chester, he says, give him a year extension and reevaluate next season. He deserves a full backing and another season. So
what does full backing mean, Saeed? When people say full backing, what does that mean?
Full backing is basically give him what he wants in the transfer market. You know what I mean? Back him for one more year and then evaluate it at the end of next season. You know what I mean? So that's what he's basically saying.
We've understood, though, with the new system, full backing is that they go and get the players in. What's this full backing? Like, it's not ever going to be what it was before.
Yep, 100%. What's Luke Shaw post?
Luke Shaw's got to go. He's another one.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'll say it simple. While Saeed looks at that Luke Shaw post,
there isn't anything there. Yeah,
Manchester United. It might be Insta. Check Insta, Saeed. Manchester United. Where we've been, where we are. Eric Ten Hag has shown enough this season that he doesn't deserve Manchester United fan base's trust. He doesn't deserve our trust, because he beat Man City, who were not being that great towards the end of the season. We remember Nottingham Forest. So he did a watch along. Nottingham Forest should have got something. Spurs dominated large parts of that game and should have got something. At the end of the day, Manchester United are where we are, and getting dumped out of the Champions League, being embarrassed, having embarrassing. To me, it's not even about the losses. I'll take the losses if I can see what you're doing. If I can see what you're, other than just using injuries as an excuse. And without even the injuries, without all the injuries, right? He made the keep team more compact in the last 5 games.
Injuries, man. Swear down, man.
Without even any of those big players out. With Evans and we're
still gonna have that experience
and Casemiro on centre halves. He made the team more compact.
Oh man. Aye, big up to Clement. Yeah. Listen, we want different opinions, by the way, on this channel. If you got a different opinion, let me know, man. He says madness is saying Eric Ten Hag out. Yet most of his managers failed to win anything in 2 years. So I'm backing this manager.
Yeah, big up Clement. I understand your feelings. But I also want you to know for me is that you're asking me to put faith in anything. So according to the last 4 games, I understand why some of you might have something in the last 4 games, yeah, to have some faith. But I'm looking at the bigger picture, and I'm looking at open wide spaces, single pivot, 6 up front, our defense hanging out with our goalkeeper in a 20-yard area, massive gaps, open spaces like the Sahara Desert, mate. You know what I mean? That's what that's what I'm supposed to look forward to. And the manager coming out, injuries. Walk off, mate. Walk off. I'm not here for that.
But no, you know what it is, though, man. Listen, injuries, yeah. For the period of time they've been out here, I think United are about 5th in the league. But I think in terms of amount of injuries they've had, they're top of the league. So it depends. You have to characterize it too. You have to look at the length of time players have been out injured versus how many injuries you've had. So I think this season United have had 60-odd injuries. But for the length, yeah, United haven't been having the most. You know, I think we're like...
But who predicted this will happen because of Eric Ten Hag's fault? By overplaying the season before, playing players to death while it was the most congested season in football history. In terms of playing every 3 games because of the World Cup in the middle. Who predicted that, Saeed? On this podcast, who predicted it? Who said United are going to struggle next season with injuries?
You did say, I remember, you was on it from early. But I don't know, man. We're just a mess, man, because there's people who I would have thought that they would have been Eric Ten Hag out, who are proper Eric Ten Hag in. I don't know if I've missed something. There's a lot of people that I know that are Eric Ten Hag in. That's quite shocking. Like, there's a lot of...
yo, listen. There's a lot of people who are flip-flop, man. I ain't going to say names, yeah? A lot of people who are flip-flopped, you know what I mean? To being Eric Ten Hag in, which is cool. But you know what it is, though, yeah? I feel like a lot of people in life, yeah, they want to follow the popular opinion, innit? You know what I'm saying, too? I've always been... Whenever I say something, I say it. This is why a lot of people like what my kind of opinions are. I'm very, very raw, and I kind of give it, you know what I mean? I say it how it is, innit? You feel me? And there's a lot of people who are taking the easier route in terms of saying, you know what? If I back the manager, I'm not going to be kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. After one game, how can you judge your opinion, man? You get me? Over one game. Come on, man. I want to hear
what Michael Owen's got to say, though, because Michael Owen roasted him a couple of weeks
back. Michael Owen. Yeah, exactly. Michael Owen. There's a couple, man. You know what I'm saying to you? But I've made it clear, even if it was the FA Cup final, I still want him gone. I made it clear that nothing can change my mind apart from if he wins the Premier League. If he wins the Premier League next year, bro, there's nothing you can say.
Yeah, this is an abusive relationship. He's just came up with this is an abusive relationship.
Win the Premier League and all is forgiven. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
This is abusive still saying
next season and the Europa League for me is not gonna change my mind, man.
Like, it's a lot still. I think it is true because we've had some right old bad moments.
Mourinho in his first 2 years, won the Premier. He won the Carabao Cup, and the Europa League. Why did everyone still want him out? Can someone explain to me why everybody wanted Mourinho out? Why?
Right.
Because the football weren't great. That's why. Yeah, it was toxic, but the football weren't great. It was negative football. So it wasn't just about winning trophies. They wanted him out. And what happened after that? What happened when that summer, when everybody was saying, you know what, man? Nah, man, I'm not feeling Mourinho's football. And some people were not having Mourinho in the second season, you know. Sorry, in the first season, they weren't having it. They didn't really like his style of football. Remember that first season? We finished. Where did we finish already? 6th, was it? That season, 2016-17.
No, we
had a horrendous league table. No, let me show you right now. Premier League table. Let me show you right now. And guys, make sure you're not liking the video. We haven't even hit 1,000 likes here. I don't know what's going on. Guys, please like the video.
LVG.
No, under Mourinho. The first season under Mourinho.
Yeah, we finished something like 6 because he concentrated on the Europa League, remember?
Yeah, and then we only came
Carabao Cup.
That's it.
Yeah, we came second season, so we finished. I think it was 69 points. We finished, but we won the Europa League and the Carabao Cup. And then the next season after that, like I said to you, we came second. I think it was 19 points behind. And then the third season, I think he got sacked in November, December.
December.
Yeah. But at the same time, nobody thought, let's give him one more time. Like, everybody was adamant, he's got to go, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like for me, yeah, when you look at the whole situation with in general, yeah, I feel like for me, you gotta understand and trust your gut instinct. And my gut instinct right now, yeah, is you know what? See you later, Ten Hag. We moved on, and thanks for the memories. That's my gut instinct. Nothing is even telling me in my heart, yeah, that I should give him one more year. Nothing. And I'm not even saying that I hate this man. I don't hate him, yeah, because I would have flip flopped time ago if I had an ounce of whatever. But you know what?
If you want him, if you wanted more clicks today, if you wanted more,
oh
you
my
wanted about
God,
a couple of thousand people here, you would have been like, let's keep Eric. We're making a mistake.
My channel, man.
You'd be writing a letter. You'd be writing a letter.
I swear down, yeah. Let me tell you something, guys, yeah. If I was Eric Ten Hag in, yeah, I swear down, mate.
You would be 100K
there'll be 3,000 people watching right now, or maybe 4,000 people watching right now if I was Eric Ten Hag in. And my channel would be on so many more views, so many more subscribers.
100K already.
You know what it is? Positivity. People love to see positivity. Nobody likes to watch negativity. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. People want to see positivity for the sake of it. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Vibes.
Yeah.
People want to see vibes.
Vibes. You know what I'm saying? So
people want that
we'll find out. We'll find out, man. But for me right now, as it stands, what day are you giving? Before we wrap up, what day are we giving? What day are you giving?
Next week. By next Monday.
Oh, next week.
I think next week because the way they're moving right now, if they're doubting themselves,
nah, they gotta make this.
I don't think he doesn't survive the Champions League final. He doesn't survive. He doesn't survive that. This is done and dusted before the final on the weekend. He doesn't survive.
Bro, you know what's mad, yeah? I just need to know by Wednesday, man. Let us know by Wednesday, man. You know what I mean? Man, them talking, and we can get Marcel round. We can go get Neji. You know them ones there, and then man can be crying. You know
big up, we got Marcel, man. We got Marcel on the straight on the.
Oh, we got him. Yeah, is he on
the podcast? Yeah, Real Raw. He'll join us later. Yeah, but it's coming on. Big up.
Yeah. No, negativity don't get you clicks, bro. No. Go and check YouTube right now. It's positivity that gets you clicks. Trust me.
Yeah,
tell you right now.
What gets you clicks is following common opinion.
Following common opinion. There you go.
And if it's negative, it's negative. If it's positive, it's positive. As long as it's what everyone else wants.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I saw someone that watches the Man Dem show, and they've had enough of Marcel. They said we got to catch him. They said you lot have got to catch him and do him in. I'm like, come on, it's not personal. They said no. I said I like all the Man Dem. Noradin, Saeed, everyone keeps it real. But listen, I had about 3 people in one day pull me up. Even though I went to the fun fair. I went to the fun fair the other day. The guys that were doing the tickets, like I walked in, the guy was looking at me. I walked back out. He said, Musa, Man Dem talk. I said, hey. He called me back. He said he would have gave me free tickets to all the rides if he knew before.
Oh man, no.
Yo, love, listen, Marcel is our little brother, man. He's our little brother.
He's a big up man.
Of course he is. He's family. That's what I told him. Marcel's family. But he better be careful, mate, because they're onto him out there.
No.
Yo, we're the Marcel Defense League, man. Well supporting. Big up Mina. Enjoy the sushi, my favorite food.
Oh yeah, Mina's having sushi, yeah.
Yo,
sushi.
That's my favorite food, you know. That's my favorite food,
sushi, man.
What? You don't know what
sushi
is, bro.
No, I can't do sushi.
The most energetic food ever, man.
Let me play this, man.
I feel like I can fly.
Sushi.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
That's sushi. That's sushi, man. I'm glad I've got that. I can't lie. Nah, not for me, man. Not for me. Moha says, like your heart and gut says Eric Ten Hag out, our heart and gut feels Eric Ten Hag in. And that's what it's all about, man. Different opinion.
Big up
Moha, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about different opinion, man. You know what I mean? And sushi bangs you uncloth duns.
Uncooked duns.
Listen, but that's raw, man. That's raw.
Sushi's
man.
Uncooked. Sushi's uncooked. What is he talking about?
What's he talking about, man? Sushi's uncooked, man.
Yo, sushi.
You know what I mean?
We want straight barbecues here. We want barbecues here on the grill.
Japanese people, man.
No, I need barbecue.
I like hot sushi. I actually like hot sushi with salmon, like hot sushi.
No, you know you should try. You should try. Vietnamese food. Vietnamese.
Yeah. I like Vietnamese. I like Thai Penang curry.
Yeah,
mate. Penang curry,
Nah,
mate.
man.
Can't beat Penang.
Nah.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
man. Big up, man. Somali food, top tier, followed by sushi. There you go. Not every day.
Nah. This
All
is
right, big up Miller. Big up Miller.
Yo,
Listen,
let's
I'm gonna
not
wrap
get
up
into
here.
that, man.
Big up Miller. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Make sure you like the video. I don't know how many likes we're currently on. Let me just quickly check right now. We're currently on 511. Let's get up to 700 if you can. Head over now. We're gonna head over to United Real Therapy, but let them know what we're talking about, Nuruddin.
Yo,
What
we're
we
going to be talking about if Ten Hag goes, but the players also need to go and the medical department need to go. But also, I want to hear, so people who are Eric Ten Hag in, I'm going to post your comments. You know who I am. I'll
Yes.
post your comments. And if you make coherent argument, then I'll put it on here and I'll discuss it. So come over here, people. Come. We're going to have that. We've got Marcel on. Jarvis is going to make his case for Ten Hag. Tom will be like, nah, no, thank you. Saeed, we'll be there,
Yeah.
man. Come on, big up, Musa. Jump on if you're ready, Musa, as well, if you want to. Jump on. Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah,
Big
man.
up. I'll just put it on the chat now. Big up to
Come
you.
on, man. Big up, man.
Big up.
Make sure you follow up and yeah, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys, man. I will see you whenever. I'll see you on this channel, United Real Therapy. But after that, we'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.